Well, just in hospitality alone, there's over 60,000 workers in Queensland that are going to be hit by this tsunami. If you added tourism into that, we're talking about in the hundreds of thousands of workers, and we're talking about billions of dollars to the economy of Queensland.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of impact of the global financial crisis at the casino. I mean, I work in the kitchens there, and the numbers of people that are coming in, even during the busy periods, like the Christmas, New Year period, I've noticed that it's dropped off quite a lot. There's restaurants that I've worked in on maybe a Friday or a Saturday night, and they've been as quiet as they normally would be on a Monday or a Tuesday night. So I've noticed a real downturn, yeah.
In this industry, if it's quiet, you're sent home. So where you could expect to get a 6-hour shift or an 8-hour shift, you might only be doing a 3 or 4-hour shift. And you're depending on that money. That's your wages. You have a certain lifestyle and you live, like if you're used to doing 8 hours work 3 nights a week, then you live up to that money, and all of a sudden if that money's not coming in, then you've got a real problem.
So it's not that there's a chain that comes out and announces there's 100 or 200 redundancies effective immediately. They reduce the hours of 100 or 200 of their workers by slicing them in half, which means those workers and their families are dramatically affected and can't afford to survive, I guess. But as we had the industry, even 6 months ago, they were able to leave that establishment and go and get a job up the road. With the financial crisis, that job isn't up the road, so they've got nowhere to go.
We're all casuals in this industry, the bulk of us, and our hours can be cut at any time.
The crisis is having an impact on people's daily lives. I know guys at work might be a single parent or stuff like that. They've got their childcare fees to pay for, and if the business isn't bringing in the money, they can't get the hours, and they're used to a certain lifestyle. They're used to, being able to pay for childcare and school fees and all these sorts of things. But when their job security's been threatened, it becomes difficult just for them to get by.
And if they're cutting hours in one place, they're not going to be hiring in another place.
My message to any political leader would be that the most important thing is job protection. We can't be seeing layoffs in the public sector or the private sector. These industries like mining and construction, the jobs have got to be protected, because, as I said earlier, if there's any layoffs in those areas, it's going to affect the rest of us.